Oh, never mind. He's on a team that doesn't even have a Wikipedia page right now. What do you really do after you're retired from esports? Okay. When you are pro, you should be growing something on the side. Like what Fireburner should have been doing, what a lot of these guys should be doing is they should be growing their content. They should be making quality YouTube videos when they have the money to hire an editor. Like we know they're making 100,000 a year. Some of these guys, they can go hire an editor right now. Sure, it's an investment, you know? It's an investment for sure. Like by the time you're done, you could be making enough money to, you need to be looking at something else. You need to be putting some time into something else. Start streaming, bro. You know, I was just watching Kenny S play. You know, Kenny S is done, right, guys? Like Kenny S is inactive. Like he ain't no CSGO player anymore. But like I watched the stream, 4,000 people were watching it, bro. 4,000 people were watching it. And he was just talking and he wasn't even playing. He was just talking. See what I mean? You need to be building something while you got it. You're dumb if you're not. If you think it's just gonna come to you, oh, you know, I'll play competitive for as long as I can, and then I'll grow something. Only a select few can do that, bro. Are you that select few? Do you think you're that select few? The people that have major success. So like Turbo Polza can 100%, like he doesn't even have to stream or anything. He could just literally stop right, like at any point he could just retire and start doing content, and bro, man's gonna get numbers because he's a winner. He's funny. He's a lot of things, bro. OG, like he's got a lot riding for him. There's a lot that's cool about Turbo, in my opinion. A lot of things that make him a good streamer. He has so much eyes on him, even whenever, like, just because of how much he's done. Like, he can take like J-Pow. When J-Pow retires, guys, like, let's just say J-Pow retires in 2 years. Like, do we know that J-Pow is gonna, whenever he starts streaming or whatever, if he does start streaming, I don't even know. But like, if he starts streaming, you think that's gonna get like 700 viewers all the time, just right off the bat? Absolutely not. I don't want to, it's not like something on J-Pow. That was the name that came to mind. Like, bro, you got to think about the next 10, 20 years of your life. And yeah, casting could be an option. Coaching could be an option. But you know how you can get all those things? You know how you can become a caster, or you can become a coach, how you can become all this? Is being a content creator first. That's going to get you in the door to do all that other stuff if you want to, depending on what your content is. So yeah, I've talked to several people, several very rich, influential people in the Rocket League scene, and every single one of them say the same thing. Like, we're on the same page. Pros are idiots if they don't stream, because not doing that's thinking so short term. You're thinking 2 years from now. You're not thinking 10 years from now. 10 years from now, when you know you're not gonna be playing pro, what are you gonna be doing? And do you not enjoy, like, the admiration? That's the thing. That's the thing that doesn't make any sense to me either. It's like, people will sit here and be like, well, they're in college. You know, they're going to get a real job, quote unquote, real job, right? Okay. But, like, you're a professional, you're a professional player. You got admiration, love, respect. You don't want all that, like, doing content. You don't want to, do the same thing. You don't want to have the same position that you were already in. Like, doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, okay. So at the tender age of 23, we just want to like chillax, get a real job. Like, how do you think they're gonna handle a real job when they were freaking on the top of the world at something at one point? How do you think they're gonna feel about that? And especially again, looking back and realizing, oh my God, I could have been streaming, man. I could have been streaming. I could have been growing. Oh my God, what have I done? Actually, now that it's, this is interesting. This is an interesting point to bring up. Let's go look at Turo's numbers real quick on the social medias and go see if he could potentially go crazy now that he's out of the pro scene. Let's go take a look after this game. Okay, almost at 10,000. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. Where's he's not promoting his Twitch channel in here. Does he have Twitch? I know he does, 'cause I've seen him stream here and there. See, if he is streaming, he's not cross-promoting his Twitch with his Twitter. If he is streaming, which I find is an unfortunate mistake. Yes, 5.6. And again, now that you're not professional, now that you're not a pro, it's going to be pretty hard. It's going to be harder, we can all agree, to blow up, okay? Blow up in big numbers everywhere. Like, it's going to be really hard because at the end of the day, you're either professional or you're not professional. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm close. I was, and I wasn't. Like me. Take me, for example. If I was a freaking pro player, you know how many? Bro, I'd be pulling in 100 viewers right now. If I was on a top 8 team for a year and I was doing the streaming that I've been doing, I would be at 100. Easy. But like, the fact is, to you guys, do you think like, this guy could be pro? this guy could do something. No, absolutely not. You go, this guy's SSL. He's good, but he's not that good. You know what I mean? Like, you either are SSL or you're not. And once you're not, no one cares, bro. At least the general public does not care. Turin, if you are listening, I want you to succeed. We've had conversations. I want you to succeed. What you need to do right now is start streaming, because you may have a shot right now. You may have a shot to pull this back and to actually go somewhere with this and actually make it your job a year from now. But the way you got to do that is Twitch link right here. Twitch link. That is 10,000 people. That is 10,000 followers. Start promoting your Twitch on your Twitter. If you do Twitch, do Twitch. And sure, you're going to college. That's awesome. Good stuff. You know that like the job that you're gonna get is not going to give you the same kind of like admiration and stuff like that, which obviously, again, if you're a pro, like a lot of pros, you know, you have to imagine that a lot of pros they appreciate having admiration, having respect, having people like know about them and care about them, blah blah, you know, all that stuff, right? Like I'd be lying to you if I sat here and said, oh yeah, it's all about the comp, bro. It's all about being the best. Like, it's also about like what comes with being the best. Fame, fortune, bro. It's all about these other things too. And you're just not gonna have that. I'm just saying most jobs, you know what I mean? Most jobs. I'm not like upset with people that do that. I am upset with people that have a platform that are good enough to do something like that and don't. That is the people I'm upset with. The people that don't realize where they're at, how much they have, and they squander it. There are people that would kill to be in your situation. There's thousands of people on Twitch that would kill to be in your situation, to be pro at a video game at one point. That's gonna get you something over everyone else. You don't understand what kind of situation you're in until it's too late. I hope it's not gonna be too late whenever you realize, oh my God, I could have done something, couldn't I? Yeah. I think so, yeah. Some of these guys do know. I'm gonna shout out some boys. Arsenal knows. Arsenal likes the bag. I like Arsenal. Arsenal knows exactly what he's got going for him, and he leans into it, bro. He knows exactly what he's got. Scrub Killer knows exactly what he's got. Like, I would even say Justin and Squishy kind of know exactly what they have. These guys know what they have, and some of these guys don't realize. I do believe, I've talked about this before, I do believe it is like this confidence issues, where it's like, I'm not Justin, like, as good as him. I don't know. I don't like, no one's gonna watch me. Like, I'm not Justin. Forky is not just, yeah, exactly. Rizzo too. Yeah, there's people that understand what they have, and then I think there is like this confidence issue where it's like, no one, like, either it's again, it's one or the other. It's either a super big confidence issue or is so much ego that, like, to believe that 100 viewers isn't enough for you or something. Like, to pull in 100 viewers from your Twitch and be like, these numbers are so low. God. Like, there is people like that. There's 100% people like that, by the way. There's people that will start streaming, get 100 viewers and be like, this ain't enough, bro. This ain't enough to keep going. It's one or the other. Nice, Anil. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, bro, do you realize it took them years to do that? At one point, they were you. It doesn't come overnight, bro. It does not come overnight. Even for those people, it did not come overnight. Like Forky, I remember when Forky was sitting at 200 viewers average, and he wanted to stop. He wanted to stop because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. I don't know. I mean, like, sure, it's awesome, but like, that's not. I don't know. And I was like, what are you talking about right now? And now look at where he's at. Like, keep grinding. And I know I have issues too. I have issues the same way. Of course, you know, it's a little different because 10 is not 200. It's not partner. but like, I have issues like that too, where it's like, oh my God, I only put in. Like, I had 15 yesterday, now I only have 10. Like, what am I doing? Things like that. But it's like, I realized that having 10 every single day is awesome compared to a lot of people, compared to a ton of people on the Twitch. Like, it's actually like pretty good. To put it into perspective for thousands of people, I realized, oh, you know what? I'm not in the worst situation ever. I agree. No, I actually agree. Not like, well, we're not talking about thousands of viewers. Like, we're talking about, like, you know, having hundreds of viewers can definitely happen just overnight for some of these guys. But not like, they're not gonna be Justin instantly. Like a lot of these guys aren't. Now, if you're like a big enough meme, you know what I mean? Like Daniel, maybe. Like, if you're Daniel, maybe you're pulling in 1,000 something on your first stream. But like, you know what I mean? Like, not everyone's that. Like, not most of them are that. So yeah, but do you see though? Daniel's not doing anything with it. You realize that, right? At this point is literally the perfect time to stream, okay? Literally the perfect time to start building something. You're good enough to where people aren't going to drop you off the team. It's not like if you start streaming, you get worse. Like, people are going to drop you off because you're just so good. Like, that even if you drop off just a little bit, it wouldn't even matter. Like, it's crazy that Arsenal hasn't like put that into his skull yet. Like, what's going on? Like, Arsenal should understand. I don't, bro, if Arsenal isn't telling him every single day to be streaming, like, I don't know. Yes, yes. Look at Scrub Killer, man. He is in the exact same position as Scrub Killer, bro. He's a millionaire, or very close to it. He is very well off, man. You can be him. It's not hard. You can be him. All these clips are taken from my Twitch stream. Let's just say you just couldn't get enough of me on YouTube. You just love me. Then you can go to twitch.tv/PaLeRiderRL and check out my stream. Would really appreciate that. That's twitch.tv/PaLeRiderRL. But what's gonna happen is Daniel's gonna wait maybe a year or two, get settled into the RLCS, and then here's the thing: he's gonna start streaming. But there's a new Daniel. There's a new nuts player on that's pulling in all the views. What's going on? I can't do it. Oh man, unfortunate, bro. You should have been doing that a year ago. Like, because at the end of the day, like right now, you know, people have Daniel on like top 2 hype level, but like there's a possibility, you know, a year or two from now where it's like, oh yeah, he's good, he's top 5, you know what I mean? Like Sypical for me, where I'm like, I personally believe that Sypical's a top 5 kind of player for a while, but like, yeah, you know, it's you're good, you know, people know you're a big player, but like you aren't like what you were a year or two ago as far as hype's concerned, because they've seen you, they know you, this is the guy, all right, yeah. And then it's, yeah, exactly. No, it can change in a heartbeat, the hype. Now, for me, Daniel's actually just that good. It's not gonna... He's not. And this might be one of the biggest mistakes of his life. Like, I wish someone was in there. I wish someone was in Daniel's camp right now telling him, bro, what are you doing? Wake up, dude. Wake up. Realize that you can get thousands of viewers instantly. Everyone loves you. All the pros would raid you. Pull in the big numbers. What are you doing? Grow something right now that you'll have once your playing days end. It makes me a little frustrated, a little annoyed when you just see like players aren't going to do that. This whole like I'll get it later mentality, bro. There's a lot of people that have been ripped for that because they think they may have too much ego to think, oh, I'm gonna be around in the scene for 4 years. Like then they're dropped off the team 1 second and it's like, oh my god, now I'm struggling, now I'm floundering. I mean, I know people personally like that. You know where you went wrong. Didn't take the opportunity because you thought, you know, I'm good. Like no one's gonna. And then what happened, right? It sucks, but admit it. Admit that that's what happened. And then next time something comes along, make sure you don't make the same mistake, dude. Unfortunately, the only way you're going to learn that is if... For me, I really couldn't. My way of learning would have been to make YouTube videos, which I could have done. But, like, I always had terrible internet. I could never stream until, like, I started to stream. Like, as in, when I say terrible internet, I tried to stream. Like, if you ever look back at, like, old clips, you'll realize, like, oh my... What is this? So bad. And like I would be lagging the whole time while streaming. Like yeah, I was packet lossing all the time. Like I never really had internet to do anything like that. He can start streaming and he can also make YouTube content too, and plus the money he's making from SSG, there's multiple. Yes, hells, exactly. There's multiple streams of revenue coming in, so that on the possibility 6 years from now they get the new Daniel and he replaces you, you have something to lean on. You have so much money coming in that you got something to lean on and be like, hey, I don't even need this. It may even take pressure off you and let you play better. I'm not even trolling. Like, it may even let you play better because you've got that pressure lifted off your shoulders where you're like, if I get dropped, it's freaking over. Maybe that's partially part of the reason why a lot of content creators are good, because they know that if their career ended today, they're not gonna like stop making a living. But yeah, it is very, very disappointing to see people's careers die whenever they're done playing comp or Rocket League because they didn't build something. And even if he doesn't want to pursue a career in content in the future, at least he will have money and exposure to start. Yes, exactly. That is what I love about streaming. That's what I love about content. People don't get that. That's what I love about content, is the ability to, if I wanted to, go to pretty much anything I would want to do if I have a large enough following. It's great. Like that's why I want to build my content up, because, you know, say 10 years from now, I'm like, hey, I don't want to play games no more. Like, I'm done with games. Like, I'm over games. Then, like, guess what? Like, you know what? Hey, guys. Hey, you know, 1,000 loyal people, whatever, like, the amount is, right? I'm going to start up a I'm gonna start up a sports and movie and music podcast. And if you're like good enough at like talking and voicing opinion, you know enough, like, which I do, you can just start that. Go move. Like, but you can't do that. You can't do that in esports, you know? Like, what's the other options? What's the other options? Okay, so let's just say you're just a comp player. What's the other options? Maybe you can go play comp at something else, maybe? Maybe you can go be comp in CSGO, even though it's gonna be really hard. Or like Valorant or something. You can be a caster. You can be a coach, but that's it. Three different categories. What else? Maybe there's a fourth. Management in an org, maybe. Rocket League manager. Sure. Like, they're really, like, the options are limited, my guys. Very, very limited. Take me, again. I'm not some pro player, but, like, take me. There's a lot of pro players that got less Twitch followers than me. I'm just gonna tell you, I don't think I have very much. You know, compared to, like, anybody that basically, like any pro that streams a little bit, like, I'm pretty sure they have more followers than me. Anybody that's actually streaming, like let's say even one day every month, they probably got bigger numbers than me. So then you take it into account, and it's like, I will now pursue content creation. Thank you. That's what I do. It's kind of why I don't have viewers, because I pursue, I'm so like giddy about content, and I'll like expose everything that I think about it, to the point where like a lot of people that have watched me actually they actually start making content and they don't watch me anymore because they're focused on themselves. I actually hurt myself like a little bit with how much, like, Afro has been streaming a little bit. Bluey's trying to stream now because he realizes like the vision. Now Bluey isn't streaming, but like he's trying to, like, he's thinking about it, because like I actually get people fired up to make content, and then thus if they're making content, they're not probably watching me. To me would be the amount of money that can be made to set yourself up for years. Yes, exactly, years doing whatever you want to do. Like, let's just say I was sitting on a gold mine. I'm not. I'm freaking poor, guys. I'll keep it a buck with you. I'm so poor. Oh, you want to hear poor jokes? I'm so freaking poor. I went to the grocery store a couple of days ago, and I was looking at the bread, and I was like, both of the bread was $1.25, right? But one of them was wheat, and one of them was white and wheat. Yeah, white and wheat. I realized that the wheat one had 18 pieces of bread in it, and the white one had 20 pieces of bread in it. So you know what I went with. But going back to, like, again, if I had, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars to sit on, like 200,000, even 100,000, I'd be able to live for, like, let's say 4 or 5 years, and pursue content, like, and try to make this, you know, basically manage my money out, like, in 5 years from now. You know, go full force into this thing, and you know, try to, like, I have the finances to do whatever I want for a couple of years and try to make that my actual career. I have a goal set in mind of like how much money I want to make in like 4 months from now, like how much I want to have. I've made more money. Like, I used to make like $100 a month from streaming, something like that, like $100. And now I'm making more like probably 300, 400. Like there's, but I'm saying, like, there's an improvement. So like if I can in the next 3 to 4 months make like 500, 600, 700, like I can see improvement. Like if I'm seeing improvement still like every single couple months, then I'm gonna keep trying to do it. And now I'm making like YouTube videos. I'm editing like every 6 hours to make YouTube videos and stuff like that. Like I'll sit down and edit for like 6 to 10 hours sometimes to get my editing out. Like that's something I wasn't doing before, like managing my time. That's something I wasn't doing before. Like, you know, I'd go watch a movie, I'd go do this, I'd go do that, I'd go, you know, watch this TV show, whatever, watch this movie. Like now I'm actually just like all my time is going into either streaming or like doing YouTube videos. Oh, we're on 0. Oh, big. Oh, that's the Zenil, baby, all day. Okay. Zenil's got boost. Back to Zenil. That was not back to Zenil, but it was pretty good. Boom! All right. Like, if Daniel starts streaming and making content, by the time he's 19 or 20 or whatever age he retires at, yeah, somewhere around, like, probably 22, 23, depending on how nuts he is. Didn't know there was a stream tonight. That is tough. I will let you know next time, Chris. Oh, it's been big, bro, Chris. The content has been big, my guy. You missed the last 30 minutes to 45 minutes, but don't worry, it's gonna be a YouTube video, so I wouldn't even worry about it. Yo, what is up, my ride or diers, better known as riders? That is my community name. Don't wear it out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next video.
Peace.